bold and the beautiful performer of the month for May 2025. Annika Noel. Hope's month started off with Hope basically in exile from Forrester Creations, broken-hearted about Carter, and confused about Liam's sudden interest in her love life. By the middle of May, she learned from Steffy, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, that Liam, Scott Clifton, was dying and everything in her world changed, for the worse and surprisingly for the better. Through it all, Noel had us hooked. We hung on her every word, her every tear, and her every emotion. Annika took Hope on quite the journey from outcast to brilliance. Hope not only made up with Liam, but she made peace with Steffy, got back with Carter, and re-entered the office. Her life is closer and closer to being back on track. And now she even has a shiny new rock on her finger and is gearing up to plan the wedding of the year. How grand! Speaking of that ring, her scenes accepting Carter's proposal had us biting our nails. Would she say yes? Would she say no? Is Carter moving too fast? The last time a man tried to make her a bride, Hope had an epic meltdown and walked away from the man who deemed her the love of his life. She left Thomas with egg on his face and a broken heart. Thankfully, she didn't do the same with Carter. She left that gorgeous man's heart fully intact and glowing with love. Her best scenes, though, came opposite Clifton when they saw each other for the first time after Steffy dropped that horrible bomb on her lap. Watching Hope and Liam deal with the news and trying to plan for not only his demise but her future, and most of all, their daughter's future, had us sobbing into our teacups. The scenes felt raw, real, and incredibly powerful. So much so, we're rooting for those to be submitted for a Daytime Emmy. We can't talk about Hope's journey without also talking about Scott Clifton. He pulled out all the stops for his dying character. He kept us glued to our screens as Liam struggled with mortality and tried to set things right before his last days. The tears flowed freely as person after person learned about Liam's impending death, and Clifton had us caught up in our feels. Talk about tissue-worthy. Another player we need to hand it to is Muriel Hilaire. She had us hating Daphne Rose, rooting for Daphne Rose, and upset to watch her hightail it from town. We went from having mixed emotions about her obsession with Carter to upset about the idea of never seeing her again. We have to hope she'll eventually find her way back to town, maybe with a Walton baby in tow.